Last night, the Auburn Tigers and Jackson Arnold lost their first game of the season to what I believe to be as a potential national championship contender in Oklahoma, but also a potential Heisman winning quarterback in John Mateer. Now, in this game, I thought Jackson Arnold did a really good job keeping the ball out of harm's way outside of one pass that should have been intercepted. He did a good job, and he has yet to turn the ball over this season, which is one of the major points of last year. But one area of weakness is his ability to get the football out when you need to, okay? Now, what do I mean by that? Every quarterback, right, that is playing in college football or the NFL needs to have what we call an internal clock. That is, once you get your drop back set, right, whether you're in a 3-step hitch or you're just in a 3-step drop or a 5-step, the ball needs to come out. You cannot hang on to the football. And on this play here, we see him go through his 3-step, right? Boom, back foot hits the ground. We hitch up in the pocket. Ball needs to be out, okay? When you hang on to the ball after these initial 2 seconds, and boom, again, ball needs to be out. Throw the ball. Just throw it or run or go, right? If your internal clock is ticking, you need to either throw it at that point or you need to run. And I feel like Jackson Arnold did a really bad job. I'm going to just say it how it is. He did a bad job reading his internal clock. You need to get the football out. Being able to hold the ball this long, it's never going to do you good. I don't care what offensive line you had or have, they're not going to block for 5+ seconds. Just doesn't happen. So I think they had 11 sacks, 12 sacks in yesterday's game. That was the only downside. I also thought there was some inaccurate plays as well to Cam Coleman. Cam Coleman should have had 4 touchdowns. Officiating was not good. I'm not going to blame it on officiating. We had touchdowns. Cam Coleman had like 3 wide open ones, either overthrown, underthrown. It was unbelievable. Outside of those things, I thought we played really, really well. If you're an Auburn fan, get excited, man. I really do think this is the year that they win a lot of games. So hit the like button, subscribe. Let's break down some film. Let me show you what I thought about this game. Now, before we really dive into Jackson Arnold, I did want to show you this play because this was one of them where I was just like, dude, don't test me today. They're going to run this fake little swing screen this way. They're going to get the wide receiver set up on a screen this way. We all know the play. It's not act like we don't. They get it, right? Perfect execution by John Mateer. Puts it in a perfect spot. Now, look at this, man. We wrap him up. We throw him around. The ball's already coming loose. Goes out. We return it for a touchdown, but they call it back. What is our opinion on this, man? This was tough for me because I could see both sides of it. It was either not a catch or it was a catch and a fumble, and there was no in between. Now, I was leaning the entire time. Again, I'm an Auburn fan. Maybe I'm a little bit biased, but I was leaning. I was like, hey, that's a fumble, man. He turned up the field. Ball then comes loose. He gets rolled over the defender, and ball's already, kind of loose as he's rolling on the ground. I mean, I thought this was a clear fumble and a touchdown. They do show a different angle right here. Let's see if I can get it. So again, right here, as he's starting to get brought down, doesn't do a great job, but the ball is already out right now. If you believe that turning up the field is a football move, I think this is a fumble, right? He kind of regains possession there, barely. If you want to say regains possession there, you probably could, right? And then boom, as he's falling, then the ball comes loose. I don't know. It's tough. It is what it is. Can't reverse it now. And then you have the scandal where the refs came out and said, hey, yeah, you can't do that. That should have been a penalty. They missed it. Oh, thanks. Yeah, we need that 7, 24, 62 hours ago, man. I don't even know. I'm just rambling at this point. Here's a one-on-one with Cam Coleman. Drops back. Boom. See that back foot hit? We're on a 3-step hitch. Once that back foot hits the ground, we want to hitch or step up in the pocket. Let that thing fly. That's what he does. That's what we need to see more of out of Jackson Arnold right here. Throws into single coverage. I mean, obviously, there's 3 guys there, but you have one-on-one in a specific area. This ball is underthrown. This is another one where I'm like, okay, PI, he's there early. Come on. That's obviously PI. Doesn't matter because he catches the football. But this is another throw where I'm like, listen, if we just, and we're in a full max protect right here. I mean, you have 8 guys blocking for you. So you have 2 routes. Now, we get it there. But if you lead him down the field, if you got the arm strength for this could be a touchdown. We got separation. We got the leverage. We have so much separation, right? If we're able to put that thing on the money, could be a touchdown. So that was one of the ones that was underthrown. Yes, you have Cam Coleman, one of the best receivers in college football, so he's going to come down with those. But, hey, got a little bit more on it, put a little bit more mustard on that thing, and it could be a touchdown. And we had this one. This one was insane. Little stop and go route down this left sideline, picking on this DB. First thing that we notice is they have one high safety cheating to the opposite side of the field. We call this a yes read. I'm just going to call it a yes. There is no involved. You are throwing this football every single day of the week. The only way you wouldn't throw the ball is if this guy immediately drops back and you have a double team, right? But once we read this deep safety right here and he bites up, boom, throw the ball. That we know exactly where we're going with the football. He drops back, great protection. Again, you have like an 8-man protection. Everybody's blocking. And look at this, right? We throw it down the field. Again, if you lead him down, right, this is probably a, maybe not a touchdown, but we need to be able to put some more mustard on this thing, man. We need the arms. And I know Jackson Arnold does have the arm strength. He just doesn't want to overthrow him, which is fine. When you have a guy like Cam Coleman, just put it in the area and he'll come down with it. So I'd much rather have this than a potential overthrow. But you guys can see Cam Coleman is getting separation and he's getting the opportunity to cook these boys, okay? We need to be able to hit one of these for a big, big, big touchdown. Will it happen? I don't know, but Cam Coleman, man, different. He's different. Football season is officially back, and I am pairing up with ProfitX, one of my favorite sites to use, especially for college football. I mean, they are the #1 sports prediction market. It's a peer-to-peer sports prediction market where users can play against other users instead of that sports book versus the house. You almost always get the line that you want. The best price on any spread, money line, total, player prop, anything, right? Since you're playing against other people and not just the book. The best thing about ProfitX is it feels and looks just like a sports book with just better odds, right? You can create your own odds, you can create your own lines. It is so refreshing to have an app like this exist. And if you use my promo code, the best thing about it, right? If you use my promo code MattyDubs, you can claim up to $200 in profit cash on all plays for the first 30 days playing on the site. Terms and conditions apply. Again, one more time, if you use my link in the description, sign up today for up to $200 in profit cash back. Use code MattyDubs when signing up, or download the ProfitX app, right, and get this free $200 in profit cash as well. They have MLB, NFL, college football, anything. Again, they're going to give you the best odds in this space, and you can do what you want with that, man. Go check it out if you haven't already done so. Again, link in the description. Let's get back to the video. This is one that I liked, okay? So they have so many guys off to this right side, right? So you just don't really have the numbers. Essentially, it's a 4-on-3. You have a 1-on-1 up here, but they're also having a safety kind of shadow over the top. You have one linebacker over the middle. So you don't love your matchups just because they're giving you a +1 defensively. They're adding an extra defender to where your wide receiver is. So as we drop back in the pocket, our back foot hits, and right here we realize, okay, there's nothing open. Let's go. Okay, should have made the decision a little bit sooner to run, but now we got guys out blocking in front. That's got to be a better block, by the way, 87. Come on, man. Got to have a better block there. But we turn up the field. For whatever reason, linebacker says, okay, he's getting out of bounds. That's the thing about football, man. It's tough to know if a quarterback's going out, because if he was going out and you hit him, that's probably a flag. He doesn't go out. He stays in. He gets a first down. That was a weird play. Linebackers didn't hit him. And this guy's like, yo, what are you doing? Get him out of bounds. But he just didn't want the penalty. But that was a good job. Mental clock. Boom. Run the football if nothing's open. We're going to get a little man coverage here. How can we tell? You see this right here? See how he's pressed up and he's looking directly at the wide receiver? Also, you can tell here too. Looks like man coverage, at least to me. Usually when you're in a zone, these guys will be reading the eyes of the quarterback and not the wide receiver. So as this play develops, we're going to get our tight end into the flats, and we're going to run a crosser over the middle of the field. Now, it looks like this guy's there. One of these two guys here will be on the wide receiver, and then you got man-to-man there, man-to-man here. Someone will probably be on the running back. Guessing it's this guy. And maybe you should have someone in the middle. So as this play breaks out, so they blitz this guy. He sinks down to the tight end, and now we have this one-on-one coverage with Malcolm Simmons. What I like about this is we don't get this too deep, right? We already have about 4 yards of separation, so instead of getting up to him and then breaking, let's just break, right? Let's just break. Now, what I love about Malcolm Simmons on this play is he comes back to the football. Look at him come back to the football. This is what you need to do because sometimes these DBs can get their arm right in the way of that thing. We come back to the football, and then we make a guy miss in open space and turn this thing up. Great job by Malcolm on that play after the catch. Last play of breakdown for now. It's still early second quarter, which is crazy. I guess we'll have to make a part 2. But right here, we see we already have inside leverage on this DB, right? All we're running is a dig over the middle of the field. You can see how loaded they are in the box, right? I mean, they got guys. They got 7 guys here in the box, loaded up. Now, as we drop back with this pre-snap motion, they're playing such off coverage and they're blitzing. So we, got to get the football out early. I'm not sure why he didn't throw this ball. I mean, we had it there, but don't matter. If we put that to the outside shoulder, it's probably a pickup of 5 or 6 yards. Either way, it's fine. He scans the field and then he quickly gets this one out. Boom, while getting hit, puts it in a good spot. This is a better throw, right? But the first one was open too. Eric Singleton turns up the field, makes the guy misses. Anyone have any update on Singleton, by the way? Because he didn't play the last couple of drives, and maybe that was a coincidence, or I don't know. Hopefully he's okay. I know he was questionable coming into the game. Did end up playing, but wasn't there late in the game. So let me know if you guys have any updates there. Hit the like button, subscribe, join the family for more Auburn updates. Now, I want to post a part 2 to this, but there might be some complications. I'm getting my wisdom teeth out on Tuesday. I don't know when I'm going to post this video. So if there's not a part 2, I apologize. But just know, Texas A&M game, we're going to be locked in, man. We're going to win that game. I'm telling you. I'm confident. They're coming off a bye week. Got it. I'm excited. So hit the like button, subscribe, join the family, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't know when it will be. Hopefully soon. Peace.